Hi everyone, welcome to Winners Academy. At Winners Academy, we work to make sure you are moving and progressing in your career. Today, we'll be talking about career approach. There are two main types of career approach that I would like us to review. The first is the right approach, and obviously the second is the wrong approach. Today, I will focus on the wrong approach of choosing a career, and quickly I have 5 main outline to cover. The first is, and this is about how, or the basis of how people chose their career. The first is most people choose their career because they want to please others. Maybe you want to please your parents or your friends, so I call them people pleaser. I don't want you to be like those set of people. The other is people choose career based on fear. I don't want you to choose your career based on fear. The third point is people let money be the main driver. That is, as much as money is important, I don't think it should be the main driver in career choice. The fourth is external pressure or external factors. What will people say? What will people think? That shouldn't be the option for you, and that shouldn't be your approach of choosing the career you want to do. And the final one is lack of research. If you don't research the field you want to go into, there may be regrets in future. And I hope you follow my guidelines in choosing your career so that you will not regret in future. So the first one is people pleaser. I'm introducing Mr. Marcos. Mr. Marcos is an engineer in the construction industry. Obviously, he's doing very well. His son, Daniel, wants to be like his dad. And his dad is a strong influence, has a strong influence on the son. So Daniel, as young as he is at age 4, also wants to be an engineer in the construction industry. What should we tell Daniel to do? Is he choosing his career based on what his dad would say or based on what his dad thinks? That's not the right approach. So people pleaser, what are the issues that I have with people pleaser? They choose their career based on what parent, friend, or their mentor says. Yes, I think parents and mentors, they should guide you in your career choice, but they shouldn't be the driver. You are the driver. This is your life that we are talking about. The choice should be about you and not about what your parent says or what your mentor says. In my first video that I made about career path, I talked about the need to have a mentor. Yes, you should have a mentor, but the mentor or your parent, they should be there to guide you, to help you in navigating and making your choice, but they shouldn't make the choice for you. The second thing is the parent, they have strong influence on their children. I myself am an example of this. I'm an engineer by profession. My daughter, for one reason or the other, has informed me that she would also like to be an engineer. I will not discourage her, but I've been telling her the same thing that I'm now saying, that her career choice should be about her and not about her dad. I'm happy, I'm fulfilled doing what I'm doing, and I want her to derive the same happiness and satisfaction in her career. So it should be about her. I'll be there to guide her, I'll be there to mentor her and help her to navigate, but ultimately her career choice will be her decision, and that is the best approach. There are some family business all around us. Family businesses are good. And most of the time, people are inclined to join their family business, just to continue the family legacy. This is good also, but the ultimate goal that you should consider is your career choice is about you. You should try and support your family, but if you are not happy, if you will not be fulfilled doing continuing in the family business, you should be bold enough, you should have the courage to change your career path and find your own path so that you have fulfillment and satisfaction. My ultimate goal is that in whatever you do, you should be happy and you should be fulfilled. So what are my recommendations? Maybe you have some external pressure on you. Maybe you're coming from your parents or from your mentor. Maybe you are being pressured to go into the family business. The first thing that I want you to do is to draw a line. Drawing a line means you should talk to whoever is pressuring you and let them understand that your career is about you and you are going to make the final decision about what your life is going to look like. So that's what I want you to do. And above all, follow your dream. What do you enjoy doing? Who are you? What would you like to do? Career life can span from 30 to 40 years. So we are talking about 30 to 40 years of your life. You better be happy doing what you are doing. Don't just follow other people. Don't just be a people pleaser. Do what you are meant to do in life. The other point, when I talked about fear factor, most people let fear hold them back. Fear of uncertainty, fear of what is ahead, fear of unknown. What will the career life be like? And such, I'm introducing Ken. Ken is a young undergraduate. He just finished from college. He's not certain, he's not sure of what to do next. He's not sure of how to proceed in terms of choosing his career. Most people are like Ken. They don't know the next step. They don't know how to move forward. But I tell you, Ken, the best parts right from the first year in college, you should have had at the back of your mind what you like. You should know what you like. You should know what your interests are. And you should have joined some kind of internship program where you learn about different career paths, where you learn about different courses. With this internship, you'll be able to go into different industry and see and determine if it's the right, if it fits your personality. So Ken, that's what I'll advise you to do. So what are the examples of fears that are holding people back? I remember when I got into college, there was some classes that are very, very tough. Most people will drop those classes simply because of the difficulties or the challenges that we've heard about in those classes. Dropping those classes because of the fear of the course, or because that you think that the course will be tough, is not the right approach, and that can ultimately affect the career you choose in future. So rather than letting fear hold you back, rather than letting fear dictate your career path, my challenge is for you to learn. You should have an open mind. There is nothing you cannot learn. Some things will take more time. That's just the difference. Some things you'll pick them up easily, while others will take a lot of practice, a lot of time, a lot of hard work. So please don't let fear hold you back. Take your time, study, learn, and you will succeed. The third point is most people, I know this for sure, they let money be the main determinant. To them, money is the driver. They are in it for money. In my opinion, these people are chasing after job. That's not what I want. I want career. Career is your profession, and your profession, you must love doing it. Your profession will give you opportunity for growth. Pursuing money alone is not going to bring satisfaction, because as soon as they found a job that pays certain amount, in the next 6 to 1 year, they are looking for next high paying job. There's no way you have fulfillment doing this. So don't let money is important. Money is very, very important. But what I'm trying to say is that it shouldn't be the main driver. It shouldn't be the only determinant for you to choose your career path. There should be other things. There should be interest. Do you really like this line of career? There should be passion. Do you have passion for this line of career? So you should, and you should look for compatibility. Does this line of career suit your personality? There are some jobs that will not fit your background or your skills or your interest. Don't go into those jobs. So what is my recommendation for those people that are all following money? My recommendation is you should know your value. Know your value. What are your values? What are you passionate about? Who are you? What are you meant to do? If you can answer these questions, you'll be able to choose the right career path. And ultimately, in my opinion, career job shouldn't just be about money. There should be something called fulfillment and satisfaction. You should look for a job or a career that you go in the morning, you work during the day, and you'll be able to go back to home fulfilled and happy. That's what I want for you, and that's the ultimate goal. Some are there to impress others. This is also very dangerous, and I don't want this for you. Your career shouldn't be about others. It is about you. Don't look at what others will say. Don't look at what others will think. Rather, look at what will make you happy. Rather, look at what will make you to become fulfilled. And that is the way to choose your career. So, lack of research is another very, very common thing that I found when people choose their career. Before you choose your career, you should know your field. You should know what you want. You should research and determine if it's going to be compatible with your values. If this line of career is going to be compatible with your passion, you should do your research. If it will match with your skills, and because skills is very important. For example, if you are someone that does not know how to care for people, then you don't have any business becoming a doctor. If you are someone that doesn't like mathematics or adding numbers together, then you shouldn't be an accountant or an engineer for that matter. If you are someone that cannot talk or doesn't like talking and doesn't like listening to others, you should not be a lawyer. So know your skills, know your interest, know your passion, know what you are capable of. That way you'll be able to choose the right career approach. So ultimately and finally, I have 4 important tips for you as you about to make your next career move, or as you are considering to start a career. The first thing is you need to know your values. Who are you? What are you meant to be, or what are you meant to do here on earth? Those are your values. What suits your background? Those are your values. The second thing is know your interest. What are you really interested in? What will make you happy? What do you want to do when you get up in the morning? What do you see yourself doing in the next 10, 20 years? Those are your interests. And skills, that's the third one. Your career choice should match with those skills that you have. I know you have skills, and we all have different skill sets. What are your skills? Are you good in mathematics? Are you good in communication? You should find a career that closely match with your skills, and you are going to thrive in that career line. And ultimately and finally, what are your passion? What are you passionate about? Everything in life is about passion. If you are passionate about your career, if you love your career, I can bet you will succeed in that career line. I will leave you with a quote from Confucius. It says, choose a job you love and you will never have to work a day in your life. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.